Alright, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lian Duan and I'm a content creator based here in Maryland. Today I'll demo how to create a service in AWS ECS Fargate cluster. After you finish the video, you are able to deep understanding of AWS ECS Fargate service concept and create a Fargate service by yourself. The video ready to markdown file is in my GitHub. The link is in below. Let's start. The topic is what is the service of AWS ECS Fargate? ECS service scheduler types and fit scenarios. Run hands-on demo. Create a service in AWS ECS Fargate. Verify ECS Fargate service instance and check service scheduler replica strategy. Clean up AWS resources. First topic is what is the service of AWS ECS Fargate? Service can run and maintain the desired number of instances. You tell Fargate how many instances you want, and Fargate will run the desired number of instances. If one instance crashes, Fargate will start new instance to keep the desired number. Same as Kubernetes replica side. Service is behind the load balancer, the chart for user network traffic. First, user traffic goes to route 53. Second, route 53 routing traffic to a load balancer. Next, the load balancer for the traffic to an instance. Also, service auto-scaling needs load balancer support. Service manage instance rolling update and blue-green deployment. Next topic is AWS EC service scheduler types. If a task in a service stops, the scheduler launches a new task to replace it. The process continues until your service reaches your desired number of tasks based on the scheduling strategy, or other words, scheduling type. There are two types, daemon and replica. First type, daemon. The daemon scheduling type deploys only one task on each active container instance. Fargate task does not support the daemon scheduling type. Second type, replica. The replica scheduling type places and maintains the desired number of tasks on your cluster. The desired tasks across availability zones. As now, we know the service definition and the scheduler types. Let me run a hands-on demo to create an AWS ECS service. I will create a Fargate cluster, then create a task definition, and finally create a service that has two instances based on the task definition. By the way, if you watch the video how to deploy a Docker container to AWS ECS Fargate, feel free to jump to create a service session. The video has introduced the Fargate and the task concepts with hands-on demo. Let me switch to the AWS website. Log in as a Fargate admin user who has all permissions for Fargate. The user is created in video how to deploy Docker container to AWS ECS Fargate. If you do not have the user yet, the AWS root user is good for your exercise. Fill up account ID, username, and password. Sign in. Search ECS on the service area. Select electrical container service. Select cluster menu in the left side. Create a cluster. Select the network only. The name is Demo Fargate Cluster. Create. View the cluster. So that is active. We're good to move to next session. Create a task definition. Select the task definition in the left side menu. Create a new task definition. Select Fargate. Task definition name My App. Role use default role. ECS task execution role. For task memory use lowest .file. CPU select .25 vCPU. Add container. Container name put My App. Image is Lianduan training / React-app. The image in my public Docker Hub repository. Add port mapping 80 and 8080. Other selection use default one. Add, click, create. view task definition. Next session, create a service. Back to the clusters. Select the demo Fargate cluster. Move to Services tab. Click Create button. When the page is running, when the UI is running, you'll see the launch type Fargate EC2 external. In the service tab, there's two service types, replica and demo. Select Fargate. You'll see the service type is replica only because the Fargate only support replica service type. Operations system is Linux. Task definition is my app. Service name my app. Number of tasks input 2. Go next step. Leave as default value. Go next step. Customer VPC select default 1. Subnet use first subnet. Edit security groups. Add one customer rule. Port number is 8080 because my React app Docker image lays on port 8080. Save. For load balancer, I'll create other video. Ignore now. Go next step. Next step. Create services. Services created. View the services. 2 instance. The start is provisioning. Refresh. It's pending now. Next step should be running. It takes some time. It's running now. Switch back to my markdown file. Next topic is verify Fargate services. There are 2 verify items, instance access and the service replica strategy. Other word, verify schedule type. First, use browser to verify services of instance access. Switch back to the AWS page. Select first instance. Copy public IP. Open new tab. Paste IP. Port is 8080. Enter. The UI is render. Means deploy Docker container to AWS ECS Fargate or service successfully. Second check item. Service replica strategy. Back to the cluster. Stop one of 2 instance. To see the ECS replica strategy, start a new instance to meet the desired number. Select first instance. Stop it. Stop. Current only 1 instance running. Refresh the page. Refresh. You'll see the new instance is created. There are 2 instances, and the number of instances equal to my service desired number. The latest and important topic for today, clean up AWS resources. If we do not do it, AWS will charge our money, even though our account is in the free tier. There are 2 steps. First, delete services. Select services. Delete it. Put delete me. Delete. Second, delete cluster. Back to the clusters. Delete cluster. Delete me. Delete it. Second items is optional. If there are no running tasks, AWS shouldn't charge our money. But just in case, who knows, someday AWS change the policy. Our topics are completed. Today we learned how to create a service in AWS ECS Fargate. Thank you and see you in the next video.